Early stage founders are often curious about how investors evaluate their businesses. Today, let's talk about the key metrics which VC investors look for in consumer internet startups such as e-commerce, marketplaces, and more. I'm Yash Sankrityan, a principal at Jungle Ventures and an investor in many consumer internet startups, including 2 unicorns so far. I would like to take the opportunity to share the key metrics we believe are most important to an early stage consumer internet business. I'll break them into 2 parts, the 2 key things investors are looking for at a broader level. 1. Product market fit, and 2. Sustainability of the business. Product market fit is the degree to which a product solves the problem of the market. Typically, it is measured in 3 ways. 1. The growth and the nature of growth. 2. The retention of the customers. And 3. The engagement levels. Let me go one by one through them. The growth and the nature of growth. The rate of growth often is a good indicator of how quickly the market is off-taking your product. The nature of growth is important also because it gives you a sense of, is it coming from existing users referring other users? Are you having to pay to acquire that growth? And if you are, how much are you paying to acquire that growth? And is there a viral or self-sustaining or self-growing nature to the growth which you are seeing? Each of these are indicators that customers either love the product you have put out there, or they were always looking for a solution like this but hadn't found one until that point of time. It also gives you as a founder and the investor a sense of how much better your product is compared to the previous alternates which existed before. Second, the retention. As it may become obvious from the definition of growth, if you have a great product which consumers like to use, they will also be retained for a long time. What we mean by retention is that the customers who truly like the product continue to use it for a long period of time. There's many different ways to measure this. Typically, the retention is measured on a certain time period, which is from the day the customer was acquired or the month the customer was acquired, how many of them continue to be active on the platform, or 7 days later, 30 days later, 90 days later, or 12 months later. Depending on the type of product and the usage pattern of the product, you will pick the right time scale to get a sense that after the initial few customers who were not a good fit dropped off, who are the core customers and how many of them continue to become almost lifetime customers of a product like yours. And thirdly, engagement. Engagement refers to every single time the customer uses your product, how much time do they spend on it, how deeply engaged are they, how many pages or how many products do they view while they are spending time within the app or the web platform which you might have created. This gives you a sense of how deep is this product becoming a part of the customer's mind space and the customer's journey to solve that problem, and how you can increase it further so it becomes a more and more important part of the customer's mind space. The second key area which investors would look at is sustainability of your business. What that means is, can your business continue to scale and grow in a sustainable and profitable manner for a long period of time? It does not have to be profitable as an overall business. You will clearly have to invest capital into hiring the best people, building the best technology and R&D, and putting a product out there. It may not even have to monetize, where you are operating in a market where the best and the most frictionless way to grow is through a free product. But it should lead to a sustainable outcome in the future, so that the few years of effort you put in the early days and the capital you invest has a meaningful, large, and sustainable long-term outcome. Sustainability is typically measured through what we call unit economics. That sounds like a complicated term. What that means is, what is the economics of each particular user or each particular order at the unit level? The unit here is one user or one order. It could even be one city or an initial cluster of users. Unit economics typically means what are the margins with which you are operating to achieve each of the goals which your product has set out to. How much do you acquire customers for? If they pay you, how much do they pay you? If they are paying you and you're making a positive margin on it, how much is that? And if you're not making a positive margin initially, how many times does the customer have to come back to use your product so that you become profitable on a customer level? Because that unit economic aggregated over all the users of your business is what will make it a sticky and long-term sustainable business. Hopefully this has been useful to you. As your business grows and you get into the growth stage, many more metrics become important because you are capturing them. You are seeing data from your early customers, your later customers, from the more mature geographies and the less mature geographies. But in the early stage, what is most important to you as a founder and shows the stickiness and attractiveness of your business and product is what is most important to your early stage VC as well, and it should be. We are happy to share more. Reach out to us. If you like this content, please like and subscribe our content, and we'll keep putting more interesting things out for early stage founders. Thank you.